If you're over 60 and you've been told to just drink more water, you've probably discovered that forcing down glass after glass of plain water feels uncomfortable, leads to constant bathroom trips, and honestly doesn't seem to help much. You're not imagining it. Your body has changed, and the old advice simply doesn't work anymore. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and today I'm sharing a doctor-backed 10-minute routine that actually works for aging bodies. This isn't about drinking more. It's about helping your body use the water you already drink. What I'm about to show you comes from physiotherapy research on fluid dynamics and real clinical experience with seniors, not just general advice you hear everywhere. We've taken complex science and simplified it into something safe and effective you can do at home. No expensive equipment, no gym membership, just simple movements and smart nutrition that optimize how your body circulates and absorbs fluids at the cellular level. In the next few minutes, we'll cover 3 gentle mobility moves specifically designed to help your body circulate vital fluids more efficiently. Then I'll share 2 essential nutrition strategies that teach your body to actually hold on to hydration instead of flushing it straight through. Finally, there's one critical mistake that might be sabotaging everything you're doing right now. Stay until the end for this 3rd mistake because it provides the fastest and most noticeable relief. Even some healthcare professionals miss this one. Let's start with why traditional hydration advice fails after 60. Hydration isn't just about what you drink. It's fundamentally about your body's ability to move that fluid where it needs to go. As we age, tissue stiffness increases throughout our bodies, making it genuinely harder for water to move efficiently from your bloodstream into your cells. This age-related stiffness, particularly in connective tissues and fascia, slows down the necessary exchange of fluid from blood vessels into surrounding tissues where it's actually needed. The 3 gentle movements I'm about to show you actively combat that stiffness and improve your vascular and lymphatic circulation. Think of these movements as opening the internal highways for water transport throughout your body. Without these pathways functioning properly, you can drink all the water in the world and still feel dehydrated because the water simply isn't reaching your cells. Our first movement is the ankle pump and calf activation. This is absolutely foundational. Your lower legs function as a secondary pump for your entire circulatory system, helping move fluids including lymph and water back up toward your core against gravity. When your calves are stiff and inactive, your body holds on to fluid in your lower extremities, which often leads to swelling, heaviness, and that general sluggish feeling so many seniors complain about. To perform this movement, sit safely on the edge of a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Make absolutely sure the chair is stable and won't roll or slide. Extend one leg straight out in front of you, keeping your knee soft, not locked. Now slowly flex your foot, pulling your toes back toward your shin as you count to 2. You should feel a gentle, non-painful stretch through your calf and Achilles tendon. Then slowly point your toes away from you, counting to 2 again. Engaging the muscles along the front of your shin. Repeat this controlled action for 60 seconds on one leg, maintaining a smooth, deliberate tempo. Keep your back straight and only move your foot and ankle. The rest of your leg should remain relatively still. If you feel any sharp pain, stop immediately and reduce how far you're moving. Only work within a comfortable, pain-free range. If extending your leg causes hip discomfort, simply perform the movement with your foot resting on the floor, lifting your toes high, and then lifting your heel high in a gentle rocking motion. This achieves the same beneficial pumping action with far less strain. This simple ankle pump is your body's low-effort internal fluid transporter. It mechanically pushes stagnant fluid out of your extremities and makes your heart's job significantly easier. Now switch to your other leg and repeat for another 60 seconds. That's 2 minutes total for this crucial exercise. Our second movement is the ribcage expansion with gentle twist. Deep, diaphragmatic breathing is a surprisingly powerful but often overlooked hydration tool. Your diaphragm is a massive muscle that, when used properly, mechanically massages your internal organs and significantly assists in moving lymphatic fluid, which is 96% water. This pumping action is vital because your lymphatic system doesn't have its own dedicated pump like your heart does. The gentle twist adds a squeeze and release effect to your torso, further stimulating lymph flow throughout your trunk. Sit upright in your chair, scooted slightly away from the backrest so you can move freely. Let your hands rest lightly on your thighs with your shoulders relaxed and dropped down. Inhale deeply, focusing on expanding your ribcage outward in all directions, not just lifting your chest upward. Imagine filling your belly with air first and feeling your ribs lift and spread as you count slowly to 3. As you exhale slowly, counting to 4, gently turn your torso to the right, looking slightly over your shoulder. This is a small, very gentle twist, not a deep stretch. Think of it as a mild squeeze. Then inhale back to center, counting to 3 again, feeling the full release and expansion of your chest and ribs. Exhale slowly as you gently turn your torso to the left, counting to 4. Repeat this coordinated breath and twist pattern for 90 seconds. The pace should be slow and meditative, with your breath guiding the movement. Do not force the twist at all. The rotation should be small and comfortable. Only turn as far as your body naturally allows without any strain. If you have any history of spinal issues or conditions like osteoporosis, keep the movement absolutely minimal and focus primarily on the deep, expansive breathing. The breath itself is the main therapeutic goal here. If the twist feels uncomfortable, simply place your hands on your lower ribs and focus on pushing your hands outward with each inhale. This gentle, coordinated movement stimulates your vagus nerve, which aids digestion and organ function. This matters because your digestive organs are precisely where the vast majority of fluid is ultimately absorbed into your bloodstream. Our third movement is the shoulder blade squeeze. Fluid can pool in your upper back and neck area, leading to tension, headaches, and neck stiffness that are sometimes mistaken for simple dehydration or poor sleep. By deliberately activating the muscles between your shoulder blades, you improve posture and relieve tension that can actually restrict blood flow to your head and neck. This also improves the efficiency of fluid movement through the vascular structures running through your neck. Sit tall with your shoulders relaxed, but your back straight and your feet firmly planted on the floor. Raise your elbows out to your sides, bending your arms to 90 degrees with your palms facing forward, almost like you're signaling, "Stop with both hands." Now slowly squeeze your shoulder blades together as firmly as you comfortably can without hunching your shoulders up toward your ears. Hold that controlled squeeze for 3 full seconds, focusing on pulling your shoulder blades toward your spine and slightly downward. Then release slowly and deliberately, letting your shoulders drop and completely relax. Repeat this squeeze and release action for 60 seconds, maintaining control during both the contraction and the relaxation phases. Keep your chin level and parallel to the floor throughout. Don't let your head jut forward or tilt back, as this defeats the purpose and can strain your neck. The movement should be confined entirely to your shoulder blades and upper back muscles. If you experience any tingling or numbness, stop immediately. These 3 movements, the ankle pumps, rib expansions, and shoulder squeezes, are specifically designed to counteract the age-related stiffness that literally traps water in the wrong places in your body. They make whatever you drink significantly more effective by preparing your body's entire fluid transport network. This is physical hydration preparation, not just increasing liquid intake. Now let's talk about the nutrition side. The second major hydration myth is believing plain water is the ultimate hydrator for everyone. For seniors, This is often simply incorrect. Effective hydration relies heavily on the delicate balance of electrolytes, specifically sodium and potassium, which regulate water movement inside and outside your cells. This balance becomes genuinely more challenging to maintain as we age due to changes in kidney function, a natural reduction in total body water percentage, and a significantly blunted thirst perception. Without proper mineral balance, the water you drink often passes right through your system without actually helping your cells. Your kidneys simply flush it out, leaving you running to the bathroom constantly, but still feeling dehydrated. Our first nutrition fix is what I call the Salt Smart Water Boost. Most commercial sports drinks are loaded with sugar and artificial ingredients that can actually counteract the benefits of the electrolytes they contain. Your body often needs only a tiny amount of unrefined salt to help water cross efficiently into your cells. Salt is not your enemy when used correctly and strategically for hydration. It's a fundamental tool for cellular water transport. Here's the simple fix. Add a tiny pinch, about 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon maximum, of good quality unrefined sea salt or pink Himalayan salt to your first large glass of water each morning, approximately 12 to 16 ounces. Do this first thing before breakfast. Unrefined salts contain trace minerals like magnesium and calcium that aid electrolyte balance and help your body utilize fluid much more effectively than standard highly processed table salt. You can also mix this pinch of salt with a small squeeze of fresh lemon or lime juice for added flavor and a metabolic boost, creating a simple, natural electrolyte drink right at home. Evidence shows that mildly salted water is absorbed faster than plain water in many situations because your body uses something called a sodium-glucose cotransporter mechanism to pull water into your intestines. This mechanism is absolutely critical for rapid, effective fluid absorption. The key is using a very small amount of salt to trigger this mechanism, not a lot. Excessive salt is genuinely harmful, but this minimal strategic amount is therapeutic. If your doctor has explicitly advised you to severely restrict sodium for a specific condition, like severe congestive heart failure or advanced kidney disease, do not implement this change without their approval. Always consult your healthcare provider first. For most healthy seniors, this minor daily boost is safe and profoundly beneficial. This Salt Smart fix is the easiest, quickest change you can make. It transforms a glass of plain water into a cellular delivery system, preventing the water from being immediately flushed out unused. Our second nutrition fix is the potassium power swap. While sodium works outside your cells to regulate fluid, potassium works diligently inside your cells to regulate and maintain fluid volume within the cells themselves. Most Americans, and this definitely includes seniors, are deficient in potassium, which makes retaining water at the cellular level extremely difficult, and often contributes to imbalances that worsen high blood pressure. The action here is simple but high impact. Swap out a low potassium processed snack, like certain crackers or cookies, for a potassium-rich whole food twice daily. Top choices include half an avocado, which provides over 350 milligrams of potassium plus healthy fats that slow absorption. 1 cup of plain yogurt, which contains electrolytes and protein. Or a small baked sweet potato, which is significantly better than a regular white potato for overall nutrient density. It's a myth that bananas are your only option. While bananas are good, they actually contain less potassium than many other options per serving. Try a cup of cooked spinach blended into a smoothie, a cup of white beans in soup, or a piece of cantaloupe for a substantial dose of potassium without the sugar load of multiple bananas. Potassium is essential for muscle contraction, nerve signal transmission, and maintaining intracellular fluid volume. Low potassium can contribute to muscle cramps, heart palpitations, and general fatigue, all symptoms often mistaken for normal aging when they're actually a hydration and mineral deficiency. Aim for an extra 300 to 500 milligrams of potassium per day from whole foods. A single half avocado provides over 350 milligrams, and a cup of black beans provides over 600 milligrams. Focus on consistency over large, infrequent doses. Now for the secret weapon. This is mistake number 3, and avoiding it provides the fastest and most noticeable relief. This mistake is deeply ingrained in conventional health thinking, and I call it the set schedule trap, ignoring your body's changing thirst signals. The prevailing advice you've probably heard is to drink water on a strict schedule regardless of how you feel, often leading to forcing fluid intake when you're not thirsty. While having a routine is beneficial, the mistake is ignoring a more nuanced reality about aging. Your thirst mechanism genuinely changes and becomes less reliable as you get older. Here's the problem. As we age, the sensitivity of our brain's osmoreceptors, the specialized cells that detect changes in blood concentration due to dehydration, decreases significantly. This means your brain doesn't send a strong thirst signal until you're already moderately dehydrated. By the time you feel truly parched, your cells have actually been struggling for quite a while. Furthermore, many seniors take common medications such as diuretics for high blood pressure or certain antidepressants that can dull thirst sensation or increase urination, significantly complicating the relationship between what you drink and what your body actually retains. This makes the classic thirst cue genuinely unreliable as a hydration guide. The fix is what I call the preemptive sips strategy. The golden rule is beautifully simple. Do not wait until you feel thirsty. If you feel thirsty, you're already behind in maintaining optimal cellular hydration. Instead of gulping down 16 ounces all at once, which overwhelms your kidneys and often results in rapid, unproductive urination, commit to taking 4 to 5 deliberate sips of water or your electrolyte drink every 15 minutes while you're awake. This equals about a quarter cup every hour. Keep a dedicated water bottle with a straw or easy pour spout nearby at all times to make this habit effortless and highly visible. This constant small influx of fluid is absorbed much more effectively by your stomach and intestines than large volumes, which often just flush through your system, leading to more bathroom trips but not better cellular hydration. Small, frequent sips keep your fluid absorption pathways optimally active and prevent that overwhelming kidney flush response. If you suddenly experience extreme, unusual, or unquenchable thirst, contact your doctor immediately, as this can indicate a serious underlying condition like uncontrolled diabetes or kidney dysfunction. The preemptive sip strategy is the fastest fix because it constantly meets your body's small, continuous hydration needs, completely bypassing the delayed thirst signal. This prevents the dehydration spiral before it even begins and dramatically reduces that sense of constantly feeling behind on fluid intake. Let me address the most common questions I hear. First, are coffee and tea dehydrating? The answer is no, not significantly. While caffeine is a mild diuretic, the fluid volume in a cup of coffee or tea largely offsets this effect, resulting in a net neutral or even positive fluid contribution. Modern research indicates caffeinated beverages absolutely do count toward your daily fluid intake, especially when consumed in moderation, about 1 to 3 cups per day. The mistake is thinking they don't count and then avoiding them entirely, unnecessarily limiting your total fluid intake. Second, how much water is actually enough? The old 8 glasses rule is a reasonable starting point, but it's not absolute. Fluid needs are highly individualized based on your climate, activity level, and body size. A more personalized target is drinking half your body weight in ounces of fluid daily. For example, a 150-pound person should aim for about 75 ounces, roughly 9 to 10 glasses. This includes water, herbal tea, coffee, and water-rich foods. The best indicator of adequate hydration is your urine color. It should be pale straw-colored, not completely clear, which can indicate overhydration and mineral loss, and certainly not dark yellow, which indicates dehydration. This visual cue is far more reliable than any strict number. Always prioritize the straw-colored urine test as your ultimate hydration guide. Third, do I need to drink more on days I'm not exercising? Yes, absolutely. Even on completely sedentary days, you're constantly losing fluid through breathing, skin evaporation, and normal bodily functions. This loss is continuous and substantial. If you feel sluggish or mentally foggy on a rest day, it's often a subtle sign of mild dehydration. The preemptive sip strategy applies every single day, regardless of activity level. Your body loses water simply by existing, and this consistent baseline loss is what most seniors overlook. Let me quickly review the complete 10-minute routine. Do this once daily, ideally in the morning or early afternoon. First, drink your Salt Smart glass. That's 1/8 teaspoon of unrefined salt in 12 to 16 ounces of water. This primes your gut for better absorption. Second, perform ankle pumps for 60 seconds per leg while seated. This stimulates lower extremity circulation. Third, do rib cage expansions for 90 seconds with slow, deep breaths and gentle twists. This mobilizes your diaphragm and aids lymphatic flow. Fourth, shoulder blade squeezes for 60 seconds. This releases upper body tension and improves circulation to your head and neck. Fifth, incorporate 1 potassium power swap immediately, like half an avocado or a cup of yogurt. This replenishes crucial intracellular electrolytes. Sixth, start your preemptive sip strategy, taking 4 to 5 small sips every 15 minutes throughout your day. This overrides your unreliable thirst signal. This routine isn't about rushing to the gym or forcing yourself to drink uncomfortable amounts of plain water. It's purely about efficiency, using gentle movement and smarter mineral intake to make every single drop of fluid you consume actually count at the cellular level. Hydration for seniors is a complex process regulated by movement, nerves, and minerals, not just a drinking contest. Your body has changed over the years, and your hydration routine must change with it. The decreased thirst sensation and stiffer tissues demand a more strategic, informed approach. Commit to just 1 week of the ankle pumps and preemptive sips strategy. Notice the difference in your energy levels, muscle comfort, mental clarity, and overall sense of well-being. You may find that minor headaches, leg cramps, or afternoon fatigue that have plagued you simply disappear. If this video helped you understand the critical difference between simply drinking water and truly hydrating at the cellular level, please subscribe to Dr. Emily Carter for more practical, science-backed health tips, specifically for seniors over 60. Let me know in the comments which of the 3 movements, the ankle pump, ribcage expansion, or shoulder squeeze, felt most beneficial for you. Your feedback helps me create content that truly addresses what you're experiencing. Thanks for watching, and here's to proper hydration and feeling your best.